What is up, guys? Ryan Shill here with a video of a difference for you. It's not like my usual kind of captured video of the sound in store. This one has a voiceover because the actual video has no sound. If it did, it would be very noisy and you wouldn't be able to hear what was going on. So as you can see, I'm in a lab right now, and I'll just tell you what the test is called so you kind of get an understanding of what has happened. The test was called the effect of 2 repeated sprays on thermal comfort, perception and performance in trained cyclists in exercising in the heat. So there I am in the lab, and as you can see, the guy entering now is called Joe. It's his study, it's his dissertation. I don't know how he dreamt up this, but he did somehow. It really is confusing. I don't know where we got the idea from. So I mentioned there's no sound in the video. That's because we are in the environmental chamber of Northumbria University, which today is being used as heat. There's a fixed intensity of 35 degrees Celsius at 30% humidity. So it was not very nice in there. At the minute, Joe is just tying up the cables. I had very numerous amounts of thermistors coming off my body, so they knew that I wasn't going to pass out from heat exhaustion. So right now in the video, Joe's just taking a blood lactate reading just to know what kind of fatigue levels I'm at. He took a pre-test, a during test and a post-test analysis just to kind of know how my body coped with the intensities of cycling during the heat. So this test, there was 2 tests. This one was quite similar to the first one. And since I've told you what Joe's doing now, I'll give you a bit of a background. In my YouTube channel, there is a video of the PowerMax test for heat study. That was the build up to this. So what that included was cycling at fixed intensities as increasing 50 watts every 2 minutes. That is the PowerMax test. That then carries over into this, of which we cycle at 45 minutes at 50% of PowerMax output. As you can see now, we are underway at 200 watts for 45 minutes, and I decided I wouldn't have a long boring video for you, so I thought I'd just speed up the video for now. That guy in the blue jumper is Martin Barwood. He was Joe's mentor in the test. So after the 45 minutes at 50%, the intensity is then kicked up to 75% of the PowerMax output. That is so we can do what's known as a time trial to exhaustion. So in the heat, that wouldn't take very long, but it's just so that our body can reach the limits of what we can kind of go to. And I'll just tell you now, it wasn't very nice. So Joe is a cyclist in the past. He's a rugby player and cyclist, which is it's quite cool to have behind, because it then shows what his study wanted to be about. He did approach me, as referred to by a friend in a past test that I'd done. That is also in my YouTube channel as well. It is the 4K time trial test. So now the intensity is being picked up again after a little warm up, and soon we should be moving on to the RPE scales. No, now he's just taking this barometer test. He's just testing the wind speed. Martin likes to have things consistent, so he kind of assisted mainly in the past test, so things have to sort of be the same as per when he took it. So you can see I do have a bottle of water there. That's because the humidity dried us out quite quickly, so I need to rehydrate. There is also a fan, which is quite pointless because it just blew hot air back into my face. So right now Joe is taking what's known as an RPE reading, which is a rate of perceived effort. So out of 20, 20 being the hardest, I tell him how I feel at this moment of time. He took these readings every 5 minutes during the test up until 45 minutes in. Right now he's taking a thermal comfort and heat reading scale. So he hands me the pen and I mark down where on the scale I feel. He then does some workings out, which is done by research, and it tells him the numbers that I feel. As I mentioned, this test is examining the effects of 2 sprays on the body during cycling. So this is the first spray of the second spray, if you understand. So this is the second test. This is the first load of spray. He sprayed twice, once at 20 minutes and once again at 40 minutes. This was the 20 minutes in. I've kind of cut the video up so it gets over quickly. So he goes around the body twice. I actually ruined the test for myself. This was a double-blind test, so he doesn't know what it is either, as I shouldn't. This spray had a minty smell to it, so I kind of guessed there that it was something to do with peppermint. Which after he sprayed me, it actually cooled us down. and help with the cycling so I could kind of get on a bit faster. Do apologise for the ugly looking glasses on my face. Apparently health and safety dictates that I have to wear them in case I want to my eyes. So moving on very swiftly now, this is the second spray at 40 minutes. You can see now at 40 minutes I'm getting quite hot and quite sweaty. This top has gone see-through. I don't know why it had to be long sleeve, but it had to be a thick cotton top which therefore absorbs the sweat and spray. This so then they can know how much sweat is absorbed by clothing and how much sweat evaporates. Joe has to be very consistent with his spraying. He has to make sure he sprays exactly 100 millilitres each time, as per what the literature said. He was able to count, but he didn't get it spot on every time. So he had to make sure that he covers the body pretty exact each time, which isn't very easy to do. So that finishes the second spray at 40 minutes. Then do 5 more minutes as 50% intensity. Coming up soon should be the second lactate reading. You can just see Joe there weighing the scales, weighing the spray to make sure he has sprayed 100 millilitres. But I think I had 12 thermistors coming off my body, so that's a lot of wires. You can see there Joe's just readjusting because they kept catching and snagging. So now we've come on to the end of the 45-minute trial. Joe's just taking the during test blood lactate analysis. Once he's done this, we'll kick up the intensity. I think he had actually kicked up the intensity now to 280 watts, which was my time trial. So at the minute he's taking this test, I'm pretty much pushing my body till exhaustion. So it was quite hard to concentrate. I'm not going to show you what I was like during the time trial because my face made some pretty horrible expressions. Joe there is just putting the blood into the vial, which then goes away for analysis. And I just kind of keep focused and keep going, trying to tell him that I'm going to be sick or that I was just cramping up. So that came to the end of the time trial. As I said, I think I managed about 10 minutes, so Joe just brings down the intensity down to 150 watts, I think it was, and that gave me some time to kind of warm down, let my legs relax. After that, he did take another blood lactate reading, which was a lot higher, and that marked the end of the test. So it might not be a very good video. I really apologise for that. It's the first type of video of this kind I've done, but in the future, if I do more of this, it should be well prepared for. But if you tune on to watch it, thank you very much, guys, and I hope to see you again in the future for more videos. Bye for now.